Conversations. I'm Harper.
And I am Sophia, and we have a very special guest joining us today.
That's right. Last week we learned about neurodiversity. So today we're thrilled to introduce you to someone truly remarkable. She's a 5th grade student with a neurodiverse brain.
Everyone meet Lilac.
We're so excited to have you here with us today. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and what makes your brain a neurodiverse brain?
Well, I have autism and ADHD, which are two very different things. You could say they're opposites. Autism making me really hyper-focused. I could stare at a pencil for an hour and not get bored. And ADHD making me very, very, very crazy. Very crazy.
What are some things you're really passionate about or enjoy doing in your free time?
I like to write music or make Dream SMP memes.
How do you feel when you're doing something you love or are really good at?
It makes me feel happy, but if I do anything wrong or mess up, I can sometimes get really stressed, which is not fun.
Can you share some ways that your friends or family support you in your daily life?
My parents are help me commit to things like sports, therapy, and even stuff that makes me happier. Like, as I didn't include earlier, playing the piano. So my parents help me stay committed to things, which is really helpful and really, really, really annoying all at the same time.
Yeah.
My sisters and friends, well, they don't really understand me, so it's kind of hard for them to support me, but they do it when they can.
Sometimes your parents kind of yell at you.
Yeah.
How do you think we can help more people understand?
It's kind of hard to understand because I really don't bother with teaching everybody about it, because this is how every single time I do that, I end up doing a long explanation for every single person, which is really annoying.
Right. It's not your responsibility to teach all neurotypical people about autism or ADHD.
Yeah, it's not, but that's why this podcast is cool, because I only have to say it one time, and everybody in the school that really is listening to this will now know about it.
Mm-hmm. What advice would you give to other kids who may not understand neurodiversity very well?
Just don't be mean about it. The worst thing you can do to people that do have a neurodiverse brain is to tease them or misjudge them or jump to conclusions before you ask questions or know more about it.
Their brains just work differently.
We all have a different brain. It's if one person's more hyper or is able to stare at a pencil for 30 minutes without getting bored,
That's not weird.
then they're not different from everybody else. They're just their own person, everybody is.
They just have a different brain.
How can teachers and students be more supportive and inclusive of neurodiversity students? Neurodiverse students in schools.
You can try to learn more about it. To learn more about it, you don't have to go, as I said earlier, you don't have to go up to a person with it and beg them to tell you everything that they know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just have to learn more about it. Read a book on it, or find somewhere to learn more about it, because that will make you able to include people and be more kinder and understanding to them.
Are there any misconceptions about neurodiversity that you'd like to address or clear up? For those of you that don't know, a misconception is a wrong or mistaken idea.
Well, there's actually one that my siblings have multiply texted me about when they're angry at me. Then apologize, but it's that neurodiverse brains, meaning your brain is scratched up or ruined or broken or scarred, or your brain's not right. You have a corrupted brain.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with having a different brain.
It's not corrupted or scarred. It's just different. We all are different. People should not just jump to conclusions. They should learn more about it. They're just a little different. They're wired a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Don't jump to conclusions.
What are your hopes and dreams for the future? And how do you think your unique perspective can contribute to them?
Most of my hopes and dreams are writing music, and I think that I'm able to do that because, well, with my autism and my ADHD, I march to the beat of my own drum, and I put words to that melody, and now I have words. So that's my hope. So those are my hopes and dreams, to be a songwriter or a musician.
That sounds really cool. Wow, we have learned so much from you, Lilac.
Is there anything else that you would like our listeners to know or learn?
Well, because of other people, don't listen to what other people say. Do what your brain tells you to do. If your brain once just tells you to, let's say, draw a really cool picture, but other people say you can't, why should you follow that? Be yourself.
Yeah, you should definitely be yourself. Lilac, you have really helped us understand you and other neurodiverse students even better. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
We are so grateful that we are able to talk to you and learn more about autism and ADHD.
Thanks, Lilac.
That's all for today's episode from Little Minds Big Talks.
We hope you enjoyed listening to Lilac tell her story. If you want to write into our show and ask us questions or get any advice, send an email to littlemindsbigtalks@gmail.com. And don't forget to be kind and celebrate the unique way each person's brain works.
Yes, and there are many more neurodiversity students out there with different perspectives and needs. This story was Lilac's, so we encourage you to learn more stories from more neurodiversity brains.
Thanks for listening, and remember, little hearts can make a big difference. So spread kindness, stay curious, and strive to make the world a better place, one conversation at a time. Bye!